My name is Luci. I am Guatemalan American. Knoxville is my home, and this is my success story. So I was born and raised here in the States. Both of my parents are from Guatemala. There were a few Latinos, maybe right around like the whole school. Maybe I want to say there was like about 10 of us there. Really enjoyed it, but then there were times where I felt like kids were like telling me, well, you're not really like us because you're too Americanized. And then there were like some parts when I would get out of ESL classes and I'll go back to my friends and they're like, well, you're not like us because you're really not like us because you're more of the, you're a Spanish-speaking student. So it was hard for me to navigate, I guess, feel comfortable into the school system. So I ended up going to Walter State, and like right before exams, like the last week of school, the last week before exams, my car started acting up, and so I didn't show up for the finals, and finals were required. So I ended up failing the test. I ended up failing all my classes. And also, like, during the FAFSA process, it was really hard for me also because with one of my parents being undocumented, which means she didn't have a Social Security at that time. So that meant it was harder for me to get grants, and so it took a while for me to like get back into the school process. But with not having anything or support from like family, or even if one of my families wanted to support me, they couldn't because of them requiring a Social Security on the FAFSA. So I got discouraged again, so I ended up not going that semester. So I ended up taking another semester off. And so I was at the point where I wanted just to go ahead and pay out of pockets. And if I was going to pay out of pockets, I was going to force myself to like work extra. I picked up extra shifts. I did everything and tried to save up as much as I can. So that way, if anything comes up, I'll be like, fine, I would just pay it off with my own money. But then again, that's when I was working at I was working here in the Knoxville area, and I happened to meet just this stranger, and she had on her scrubs, and I asked her, oh, where do you work? And she was telling me how she went to TCAT, and that it's she went for the medical information program there, and she told me it was only a year long and the process was really easy. I got help from Project Grad, which I am a scholar of Project Grad, and they helped me fill out that part. So they did everything they could, and they finally got me into TCAT. And so I did TCAP, and then I took some time off, and now I am back into the school system again and trying to finish off where I stopped from the beginning. So I have a little daughter. She is now 2. I sometimes bring her to Centro so she can start to see how the school environment would be when she starts turning 3. I will put her into Head Start, and I'm just grateful that now that we are now building onto the coalition, and hopefully with the years rolling by, we will become like a nationwide for us to help like young Latinos all over. And hopefully by then my daughter can be more engaged as the coalition grows. I'm excited because now my daughter will have the opportunity I didn't have growing up, and for the Knoxville area to be more diverse and for more people that are out there that are caring, and she would feel more, that she could feel more loved, and she could be in a place that she feels welcome.